Okay, Lynn, the ball is in your court. Whenever you're ready, say ring, ring.
Okay, ring, ring.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Andres. Andres?
Hello.
Hey, is this? Hey, Andres, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Oh, great. Hey, this is Lynn. How's it going?
Good. Who's this?
This is
Lynn?
Lynn. This is Lynn Moaney. I'm calling from Realty Solutions for Life. I'm actually calling because I'm looking to.
Are you a realtor?
I am not a realtor. I'm not a realtor, but I'm actually looking to buy some properties in your area and was wondering if you would be open to selling your property.
In my area? Which property are you talking about?
So let me ask you this. Are you still the owner of 123 Main Street?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes, so that was the one I was calling about. So you is this a good time for you? I'll only take a few minutes of your time today. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just driving home.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. So let me just set the stage a little bit for you. So again, calling from Realty Solutions for Life, we buy multiple properties, over, the next couple of months and a half, I'll be buying 4 to 5 properties. And I was wondering, again, if you would be open to selling. I'm only going to need about 15 minutes of your time today, 10 to 15 minutes of your time. And,
Lynn, how'd you get my number?
So, you know what? That's a great question. Actually, my marketing department just gave it to me. We pull public records and that's how we get the numbers. So I just call up people just to see if I can be a resource to them, to see if they're looking to, again, sell their property and see how I can add value to that situation.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you the owner of well, you said you was the owner. Are you the only person that's the decision maker in this property?
I got a partner.
You have a partner? Okay, because I was just wondering if there's a spouse or a family member that, we need to involve in this process here.
Yeah, I have a partner.
Okay, cool. Okay, so well, let's get into it a little bit, but we may have to bring your partner in if they're, on the title. So let's go a little further and see where we get. Is that fair?
Sure.
Great. So Andres, so let me just again set the stage a little bit for you. So what I'm going to do is ask you some questions about the property, just to get a feel, about the conditions and things of that nature. I will be asking you some financial questions, so I don't want you to get any hesitation or anxiety around that. That's really just to see, how I can provide the best solution for you. And I really want you to feel free to tell me if at any point you say, you know what, this is not going to work for me. I'm okay with that. And we can, part ways. But if we can come together and make a deal, that would be absolutely awesome. So are we good to go? Is that fair?
Yeah, it just depends on the questions that you ask.
Okay, well, let me ask. So, what has you thinking about selling?
Well, I mean, the plan's always been to sell. We bought the property as an investment property.
Okay.
So, we're looking to sell, but, we're running into a couple complications. So if the opportunity presents itself, if the price is right, we're willing to sell.
So what kind of complications have you ran into?
Just construction stuff.
Construction. Okay, no, I get that. So we do buy and holds, but we also do some flips. So I can kind of relate to that. So are you having issues with the contractors? Because I know it's hard to find good contractors sometimes.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of the work ourselves.
Okay.
My partner and I.
Okay, you're doing okay. So tell me about that. I mean, how far have you guys gotten?
Well, we started finding a couple things left and right. My partner didn't do a very good job with the inspection. The plumbing, we're gonna have to replace the plumbing all the way out to the street.
Okay.
So we had a couple different things pop up as well.
Okay, no, I hear you. So have you brought somebody?
I'm sorry, my partner is Yeah, give me 1 second. My partner is giving me a call. 1 second.
Okay, okay. Cool. So while you're doing that, again, I just want to, maybe ask you a question. Are you still there, Andres?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, you said that you kind of run into some problems. So, I mean, how much money have you put into the project thus far?
I don't know that I want to get into those numbers.
Okay.
My partner kind of handles more about that.
Okay.
I kind of want to. I'd really prefer if you have him involved in the conversation. I don't want to
That's-
make any decisions without him.
Oh, absolutely. Can you get him on the phone? That would be great.
Yeah, give me a second. Hold on.
Okay, no, that would be great.
Ring, ring.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, Dan.
What's going on, buddy?
Dan, I got somebody on the line here that's interested in buying the property.
With the investment property?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's. What's going on?
Well,
Hey.
she has some questions, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to overstep my boundary there. So I wanted to make sure I got you.
Okay. What's your name, sweetie?
My name is Lynn Moaney. And is it Dan?
Yeah, no, it's Jimmy. It's Jimmy. And if you don't know me professionally, I prefer to be called Jimmy.
Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy. Well, I was trying to get some information out of Andres. He did tell me that you guys had started doing some work on the property, but ran into some complications. So I was trying to dig in a little bit there to see, maybe how I can help out here. I'm looking to buy some property right on that street. So,
let me ask you that. What was your name, young lady? One more time.
My name is Lynn.
Lynn, let me ask you this. Are you a qualified investor, right? We're business people over here. So I don't have time to get a lot of these weird phone calls. We don't really have time to play any games, right? So I want to make sure that you're qualified as an investor person in order for us to be able to continue talking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Yes, I'm a qualified investor. I'm a part of a group where our experience surpasses over 20 years experience. Okay, we have been buying and selling houses over the last 10 to 15 years. I've bought properties in this area. I'm looking to enlarge my portfolio, and I was wondering again if this property would fit my criteria. So
okay, so let me tell you this. The property is an amazing property. We bought this as an investment property, but some other things are on the horizon that they're taking a little bit of a priority. We're business people. We understand what we're doing when we get into stuff. So you're not playing with elementary school kids over here. I'm going to throw that out as a fair warning. No disrespect. But if you're going to be able to move forward, you got to make sure you're coming with a respectful offer. We don't have time for anything else. So I just want to be very clear about that out of the gate.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not here to play games with you, Jimmy, and I'm glad Andres brought you in on this call, because at the end of the day, we don't have, my time is valuable, your time is valuable. We all trying to make some money here. So yeah, let's talk about it. So what are you looking for on that property? How much are you looking for? What do you think it's worth?
So when you look at the property, when you look at it online, I think what's the website with the one with the houses with all of the, what's that one? Zillow. So Zillow says that the property's worth like $550,000. I can tell you this right now, the property's worth at least $750,000. It's not even a question. We did some upgrades to it. We made it really, really nice. We redid one of the bathrooms. It's a really nice place. So that Zillow people, they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, so because you made some upgrades, you added 200,000 to that?
Well, I'm not a construction worker, so I can't answer that perfectly, but I can tell you that Zillow is wrong.
Okay, well, let me tell you, I did do some research, just a little bit of due diligence before I made this phone call. And I'm looking at again, you said you guys are investors, you're business people. So I'm looking at what has sold recently in that area. And I'm not seeing anything for 750,000. So I know you put a lot of work in there.
So yeah, what is it that you see?
I mean, Jimmy, I think we could work a little bit, right? I mean, but right around like 700, would something like that work?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're not trying to take a bath over here, but I don't know. I mean, what do you think? If you think it's worth it,
it sounds like Yeah, Jim, can I just jump in here? So it sounds like number one, that you guys, started this project, but you came up against some roadblocks. So let's, I really want to see how I can get this project over the finish line and help you and help myself in the process. So, can you tell me, how much work still needs to be done to get this to you say 750, how much work still needs to be done? Have you got a contractor estimate for what still needs to be done?
So, okay, so here's what happened, right? So the person came out, they started doing the work, but they were lazy. They were like one of those overseas people. So they didn't finish the job. I don't know what happened, right? Great people, no disrespect, but they didn't finish the job. So, they came in, they got halfway through. We got 2 of the bathrooms done, but we didn't get the kitchen and the granite. We have really nice granite countertops we wanted to buy. We didn't get that finished. So I don't know. If like a professional, then maybe that could help to get it done quickly. But these people around here, nobody wants to work. Obama came and changed, and I don't know what's going on, but the politics is making it a problem.
So, we both know that time is money, right? Time is money. So, time has been passing by and the project is not finished. So if I can come in and with my crew and, we go walk the property and see what needs to be done, and we can come together on a number, are you open to doing a partnership to get this property finished?
Maybe. What does a partnership look like?
Well, again, I can't make no promises. I got to see what's going on the inside, but we can look at how much work needs to be done, how much money needs to be put into this project. We won't close on it. We will put it, get it finished, get it beautiful, get as beautifully, and then put it on the market. And then once we sell it, then, we can talk about getting your money back, having some profit sharing there, and see where we both walk away with some money.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Is this going to be like a good partnership? Like, we want to make sure that we're getting a fair, we have other things we want to do and other investments we want to make. So it's as long as we're making sure that we're, we're not, you're treating us fairly.
Yeah, we're going to have everything in writing, number one. So there's not going to be no verbal agree. We're going to have everything in writing. So,
All right, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
12 minutes went fast.
How you gonna throw somebody in and didn't give you 12 minutes?
Pace, you're muted. Pace, we can't hear you, man.
Oh, here I am. I'm back.
There you go. Welcome back.
Yo, Lynn, so incredibly good. Let me tell you that one of the hardest parts about being on the phone with the seller is actually not the seller. It's when you're having a hard time communicating with the seller based on maybe disconnection or the seller can't hear you right out of the gate. You stayed calm. You stayed all the way through. I'm super proud of you. That was amazing. Great job. A couple of notes I wrote, okay? Daniel deserves an Oscar because you acted just like Tony Soprano, almost as if you were in the freaking Sopranos. It was so good. Great job there, Daniel. It's almost like Daniel's talked to about 1,000 sellers before, because I swear to you, I've talked to that exact seller a handful of times, right? Who else has talked to a seller just like that? Some of these overseas people, that was a freaking great line, okay? What I was thinking in the very beginning, Lynn, like first 30 seconds, I was like, get him talking. You were doing too much talking in the very beginning. So that's one of my critiques, but you got the rhythm. You found the rhythm within about 3 minutes. So great job. When you get people that act like this, keep them talking, right? Keep them talking. They run out of gas really fast. So keep them talking. You did a great job transitioning. Also, one thing that I would suggest is you brought up the comps, right? So he said, well, the Zillow thing, but Zillow's wrong, right? So you said, well, I pulled up comps and I didn't see anything. So now what you're doing is you're contesting what his belief system is, right? So I always say, you've heard me say this in the mentorship, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So what you want to do is say, oh my gosh, I must have missed some of those comps. Would you mind telling me what those comps are, right? Because now you're asking him to show you something and playing into his ego, Mr. Tony Soprano, throwing provolone cheese in his mouth every 4 seconds, right? Okay, you did a great job. Daniel, you want to jump into judging real quick?
Let's do it.
Lynn, I'm impressed. I'm super impressed. Okay, so number one. Remind me of the categories.
So we got strength of intro. Can you see it here? I shared the screen.
Yeah, I'm torn here because the strength of intro is very challenging when you have a seller that's like, hello, 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 hello. It throws you off base. So I want to give you a 5 because you stayed all the way through it. But I also want to give you a neutral because you should have just said, let me know when you can hear me. And you should have tried less to try and get him to talk to you because it puts you into this like weird mode. So I'm going to give you a 4 on that. Okay. I'm going to give you a 4. Next one, Daniel.
Rapport building.
I would say I'm going to give you a 5. I think you did incredibly well with, a personality style like Daniel, and then his partner who was very deflective. And, I'm not going to answer the question. I'm not going to this. Actually, I was really impressed that you were like, do you have another partner? I almost was like, how does Lynn already know?
100%.
Because Lynn, you didn't know he had a partner, right? You had no idea he had a partner. And within 3 or 4 minutes, you said, is anybody else a decision maker on this? I got to give you a 5. Okay. Next.
Okay. 5. We got next one is fact finding, uncovering motivations, and then the 4 pillars.
Okay. I'm going to give you a 5 on that. I think you did a really good job. You could have dug deeper, but again, these are 12-minute calls. So I have to bounce between that and give you some leeway there.
Okay. Overcoming objections.
What I loved is you turned it to a novation agreement towards the end, right? You knew you were running out of time. You threw it into a novation agreement. I love that. I'm going to give you a 5 on that.
Boom. Presentation of solutions.
I'm going to give you a 4 here. I think you could have slowed down on the partnership side. Again, that's kind of a bad judgment call because you were running out of time. But again, it took you a little bit time to get warmed up and getting him talking, right? So that's my main critique is that I know I talk a lot on our Zooms, but the reality is when you see me on the phone with the seller, the person that's primarily talking is the seller, right? Took you a little bit of time to warm the seller up. That made it so you couldn't present the full deal at the end and close it up. So I'm going to give you a 4 on that.